just to our left here, is undergoing a major renovation. They are getting new booths, new color scheme, new paint, new wood, new chairs, the whole thing. It's going to be a total transformation, so that'll be fun. We'll get back into the restaurant, our little area, our little cubby up there, up in the back, coming up in January. So the next several shows through December and into January will be here in Meeting Room 1. It's actually the State Room, RJ Enga. You feel like you're ahead of state here at the State Room. RJ, good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Jim.
Thank you. You have you're back after your temporary, what should we say, temporary leave of absence from the Brett Larson show. Good to have you back here. And
good to be back.
We're in the meeting room here. Everybody can hear. Okay, that's good. Please don't come up and request the chicken dance, or this brings kind of me back to my wedding DJ days.
Yeah.
And
it does have that feel.
Any of that stuff, we could put the dance floor out here.
Yeah.
And any of that, if you came up here, I'd have flashbacks of lunatic brides and drunk grooms, and we don't want that.
Electric slide.
And the electric slide and Macarena and any of those good ones here. This is an odd show here for us, the Brett Larson show, because we're actually having a show after an off weekend for the Huskies, but we did switch it because of the odd Tuesday game a week ago yesterday. Huskies, RJ, playing at St. Thomas and taking on the Tommies. And were you on that trip or not? I can't remember.
I was there.
Rick Rude was there. What were your thoughts on that? When I'm in the third period, I'm saying, you know what? I'm at this point in time, if they have an exit interview when we leave the arena, I'm going to say no more Tuesday night games in the regular season.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? It was tough, wasn't it? It was a tough turnaround.
Tough turnaround. It definitely was. It was just a lot about it was odd, right? Just being in the Tuesday and then playing, the Saturday we're on the road, we come back, but we felt really good about it. Like we felt going into that game, even in the first 7 minutes, up 1-0. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge. It's challenging for sure. Especially being a new rink. We hadn't been there, and that is, again, not an excuse in any way, shape, or form, but you just kind of pop off the bus and, brand new rink, locker room, ice sheet. We haven't even seen it before.
It was a day trip.
Because it's a day trip,
No,
so it's just
no morning skate or anything like normal.
It was just kind of, the whole thing kind of ended up being odd that way, but, I thought the guys played hard and they played well, and it was just one of those games, and maybe it is just a Tuesday night thing. Who knows?
Certainly had chances in the game and so forth. St. Thomas is a good team. They obviously brought some guys in. They've got the guys that have been there for a while. The guy from Harvard, Gaffney, is an outstanding player, and certainly the Leyland boys and everything. They're preparing themselves to enter this conference next year. So they've brought in some bigger guys and obviously some skill and some experience because they're figuring out by playing St. Cloud State. Now they're playing some of the teams, North Dakota and UMD in the past seasons. They're getting kind of acclimated to what the NCHC is all about next year when we now will face them 4 times a year.
Right. Yeah. It's a very challenging league. It's one of the top leagues in the country, obviously, and night in and night out, it's difficult. They're hard games, and I thought they were good. I thought I agree with you. I think they've got some players, and we had just some strange mental errors through the game. That unfortunately they exposed us on, but there were chances and there were looks there to either even that out or even get back into the lead. But it's just you got to tip your cap to their goalie. I thought he played well.
Yes, and I sensed some mental fatigue on a few of those. The drop pass on the power play was one. That was one. I'm sure as coaches you're scratching your heads. Both defensemen going to the bench right on the change, and nobody was there for the drop pass, and then get called on top of that for too many men on the ice. That's when I say it's just one of those nights, right?
Yeah, it definitely was. And I mean, you could go back, and it's really easy on video for us after to go, why didn't you do?
Yep.
But there really were opportunities there where you just normal night maybe you take it behind the net and everybody changes and we're all sorted out. But it just, for the nature of that night and what was going on, I guess that's that's what happened in that game.
Austin Bernovic scored the first goal of the game. You guys
Yes.
take a 1-0 lead. You're going, okay, all right, we got the juices flowing. The thoughts of it being kind of a sleepy game for you on a Tuesday. 3 games in 5 days or whatever it is. You go, okay, now we got the juices flowing. But unfortunately, that was the only one that you guys could convert.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, their goalie came up with some big saves.
Yeah, it was again, coming out right away and jumping them a little bit, and Bernie tucking that in. That was a good goal too. It was a battle type goal, net front kind of goal, grease pan type thing. But it just we were hoping that it was like sometimes in the playoffs, if you see at higher levels, teams that win in 4 and then they have 4 or 5 days off, they seem to kind of lose some of that jam. And then the team that played 7 games and has only 1 day out. So we were kind of hoping that was the way it was going to be for us, and especially with that start.
Yes.
But again, there was just a set of, either mental fatigue mistakes or physical fatigue mistakes that kind of transpired the rest of that game.
Yeah, the final score that night was 3-1. Now, when they enter and from what I'm hearing is that we will probably do home and homes like we have done with St. Thomas in the non-conference. That's what I'm hearing more than likely, the home and home. It's been a while since the Huskies have done that in a 4-game set. Probably in the WCHA did some home and homes, Heath, back in the day with teams that were closer when you play them 4 times in the WCHA season. Of course, we've been doing it with Bemidji and we've been doing it with St. Thomas here, but those were non-conference.
Right.
Here we're going to be splitting a 4-game series and splitting those weekends home and home. So that'll be kind of fun. It was good to get Werner Miettinen back in the lineup as well. How did you guys kind of evaluate him? It seemed like he didn't play. He played mostly 5-on-5, didn't do a lot of special team stuff, just to kind of get him back in the swing after not playing since the 2nd game of the year.
Right. Yeah, it's great to get Vex back. He's or Werner. We call him Vex. I don't know if anybody. But
Vex.
yes.
Where does
Vex.
that come from? Did he come up with that, or
That
one of
is
the guys
not a
on the team, or did
nickname.
that carry over from his
most
brother?
nicknames, Jim, in hockey are not self-proclaimed. But this one, it just kind of, we needed to differentiate between VD and Werner. I mean, because you couldn't put V Miettinen on the back of their jersey.
No,
they're both V's,
wouldn't work.
Right. So, and VE, you can't do that either.
No.
Like, how long is the name? So we just end up with Vex. It was quicker, shorter.
I thought maybe because he was kind of vexing.
He can be that way.
Yes,
he can
exactly.
be that way.
That's
No,
good.
he it was good to get him back. He's a strong centerman, and he's sure-handed, and thinks the game very well. So it was good to get him back and kind of get into the rhythm of a game again and playing. And you're right, it was more 5-on-5 type shifts to get that feel back and get his kind of body acclimated again to play and get in those tough situations and compete.
How about if it was allowed in hockey to have a self-proclaimed nickname? Some guy shows up first day of training camp, walks in the locker room and proclaims what their nickname is.
Yeah.
They're just going to get just torn into, won't they?
Yeah,
it would be the exact opposite.
Yeah, you will get the exact opposite. You'll get every other nickname than the one that you want. Like it's like when George wanted to be T-Bone, right?
On
in
Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's never going to happen.
Right,
yeah,
he'd be called Coco.
Yeah, it's
Coco
just
the
never going
gorilla.
to happen.
All right, we've got RJ Engel with us here again, coming off the road games, 2 games in Duluth and the 1 game at St. Thomas. That means when we do that, we have an assistant coach. So RJ Engel, Clark Huster, we've had Lenny Hoffman fill in, of course, Eric Rude, as we just haven't had that yet because we've had so many home games, RJ. You guys have been kind of off on the wayside there, waiting for your chance to be on the show.
We're here.
Yes,
we made it. Yeah.
And we are here, Green Mill adjacent, everybody. We're in the stateroom, part of the Best Western and the Kelly Inn facility here. Like we said, the Green Mill undergoing some renovations. But just to let you know about the Green Mill and everybody here, full menu. There is no dine-in. The bar is closed, but if you love the Green Mill food, we do ask you continue to support them because they are going to remain open during the renovations for curbside pickup and delivery. So if you're back at home watching and you love to come here to the Green Mill after games, or you like to get delivery and curbside service here at times, feel free to do it. The kitchen is open during the renovation, and you can do that. Go to their website or call the front desk here just to find out if there are any restrictions.
Food's great
on
here,
that.
too.
Oh, yes.
The
pizza and the
sure.
pasta and everything
is food's awesome.
absolutely outstanding. I probably should tell people who our players are here tonight.
Yes.
Got a couple of Anoka County boys.
Yep.
You know, that's blue-collar country there in the Twin Cities Metro. They're up on the north side, north side strong. So we have Austin Bernovic and we have Finn Loftus. So both from the Blaine area, and of course, Austin went to Tino Grace on the high school side. Finn did play for the Blaine Bengals, and then they went off to juniors, and we'll break all that down with those two young men coming up, a couple of sophomores right here. On the Brett Larson Show, we're live here from the stateroom of the Green Mill and the Kelly Inn, and this is Huskies hockey from Learfield.
When you need someone to listen.
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the number one cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving, and cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children, and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
The holidays are here, and we've got your shopping list covered. Give a gift that's thoughtful, practical, and always appreciated. A Quick Trip gift card. Whether it's for family, friends, babysitters, coworkers, anyone on your list, gift cards are the ultimate holiday hack. Coffee, treats, fuel, groceries. Gift cards are great for anything. No guessing sizes, no wrapping stress, just simple, joyful giving. Purchase in-store or online now at quicktrip.com/shop. Quick Trip, where convenience meets holiday cheer.
Looking for a college that feels like home and opens doors? Welcome to St. Cloud State, where Huskies come from all walks of life to chase big dreams. From small town Minnesota to across the globe, SCSU is a place where everyone belongs. Whether you're into esports, student orgs, or cheering at D1 hockey games, there's always something happening on campus. And the best part? It's affordable, so you can focus on your future, not your finances. Come see it for yourself. Schedule your campus tour at St. Cloud State University, the home of the Huskies. Let's go Huskies!
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse Nacho, Ellsworth Cheese Curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways. Green Mill.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
And here we are back live from Green Mill adjacent, Kelly Inn Best Western at the stateroom. You can't see it here on the TV, but stateroom, we do have a beautiful crystal chandelier right there in the middle of the room here. It's full crystal, so for some of you it might be invisible because it is crystal and you can see right through it. RJ Enga is with us here on the Brett Larson Show, and we've had 3 games to kind of talk about. We kind of wrapped up the St. Thomas. What'd you think of their new building? First of all, it was my first chance looking at it from a broadcast standpoint. They have a very nice facility. I'm glad that they've got the broadcasters right there at center ice, and we've got a wonderful place to watch a hockey game. And what about as the visiting team with that new rink?
Yeah, it's a nice facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice facility. Strange shadows on the rink.
Oh, really?
The
So the
lighting down ice level was. This is just my humble opinion, but they, it's a beautiful facility. And they did a nice job on it, and it's right there. So
maybe that's one of the kinks that they'll work out. Now, that is a multi-use facility.
Sure.
They will be playing basketball and have been and are playing basketball in there, so maybe there's some lighting and angles and things that need to be adjusted. I'm excited about our building, the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center next year.
Very much so.
Getting the LED lighting, because we've got the old fluorescents up there, halogens or whatever they are, that need to warm up. And it'll be exciting to have the LEDs that can turn on and off just like that. We'll probably get some lighting in some of the crevices and the corners, and my eyes won't have to work so hard to see some of the numbers and things like that. It'll be great. You play in buildings. You've played in buildings. You coach in buildings that have different levels of lighting. Especially in college, right?
Yep.
NHL, it's usually pretty standard. They all have to have the same level of lighting, the lumens and everything for TV and all that. But when it comes to college hockey, there is a wide ranging of lighting and things like that. Does that affect players? The players notice that kind of stuff? Hey, I can't see that well. Or is that more for the observers?
I think it probably varies from player to player based on their personal vision. But it is interesting. It creates some disparity there. The one thing that I thought also was, and maybe is that they had the gray bottom. So like
the kick plate.
The kick plate was gray, and I don't know if the guys felt it was hard to pick pucks up on like rims and wraps and things like that.
I've always wondered that about Omaha.
Yeah,
because Omaha's got the red. Yellow's the standard. Blue is probably number 2. Yeah, and then. I don't. There's no standard. Can that be any color? Could you make it camel?
Actually, a great question, Jim. Yeah. It appears to be you could choose whatever you want.
Could you Skittle colors or
Yeah, you could probably get whatever you want on there. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. It's just something you notice more when you watch video after.
Yes.
But I just didn't know. Like you never know as a player if you go out there. Sometimes in warm-ups, you're like, wow, it's.
And to be honest, I didn't notice it. So that just shows you just how observant I am.
There you go. There you go.
Must be just focusing on where the puck is. That's
right.
my main
just
job. Where the puck is, what corner the puck is in, and then you go back to the Duluth series, RJ. Okay. Friday and Saturday, the weekend prior to that. Friday was kind of a clunker, but then you guys had to be really happy with the effort on Saturday. Just didn't get the result. You deserve better. You deserve to win, and not that the overtime loss with the Max Plant goal, which was a great shot.
Yeah, he shot. I mean, that was a really good shot. You got another one. You got to tip the cap. The kid ripped it.
And that was his 50th point. He got to 50 points faster in his career than Brett Hull.
That's
not
pretty
too
good.
shabby. Not too shabby at all. No. But you guys really liked how you played. You responded. I know the guys got after themselves. You probably got trying to motivate them for the next night, right? As coaches want to do, and it's always good when you have that, and then you see that response the next night to deliver the way that the team did.
They did a great job. It was. I agree with you. I thought we played well enough to certainly win that game, and two good teams were going at it, and it was even most of the game, and we really liked the way we played, and we played hard and made plays, won battles, won face-offs that we needed to, and got the chances and the looks that we wanted to get with the guys, but it's just it came down to one play, and I thought in overtime we were doing some really good things there too. It wasn't just the 5-on-5 and the 60-minute frame that led up to that, but it was just one play and OT, and that was it. But that team was humming, and I thought we answered the bell really well there on Saturday.
And then the goaltenders, Shostak and Berzins right now, just kind of going every other here until you get on a winning streak. That's kind of how you played in the minor leagues or even professional hockey. That's kind of how teams have always done it. If they got two goaltenders that are kind of battling for that number one spot and you don't have a clear number one, you've got a competition. A lot of times you just kind of go, okay, we'll play this guy. We'll go with him, and as long as we win, regardless of how maybe he plays in the loss, and then go to the next guy. And I know the goaltending's a lot of times it's more of a day of decision, right? After the morning skate.
It can be a feel thing. yeah, they're both playing well. They're both really solid goalies. All our goalies are solid, to be honest. And it's just, it's kind of a rhythm of rotation at this point. But yeah, I mean, it's a feel thing for sure, right? Because we have that luxury that the goalies can all play, and they can give us a chance to win and win games for us. So yeah, that's more of a kind of a, not game day, but leading up to it the week before, maybe the day before, just what do we think and feel, and we'll kind of give our feedback, and then the goalie's chosen.
Right. We won't be, because we don't and will not be talking about it next year unless we go somewhere where they still have the big rink, but fans come up to me all the time, and after that, especially the Friday game in Duluth where the timing was just off and the passing wasn't connecting as much, and they go, well, it's got to be the move from the big rink. You played 8 out of 9 on the big rink, and then you moved to the small rink, so spatially wise, your spatial recognition is off by 15 feet possibly, because that's the difference in the width. Coaches, how much breath do you put into that? How much weight do you put into that?
You know what? It's hockey's hockey.
Yep.
And if we played in a tiny little rink,
or a bandy rink.
Yeah, if you play in a whatever, like a curling rink or something. Hockey's hockey.
Yeah.
We have our guys against their guys, and we got to make our plays. I don't think that. I mean, I've played this game a long time, and I've been on both sheet sizes, and none of that really, makes that big of an effect, because the space in between the dots is the same.
It is.
So
right.
I think that and maybe that was it, but I think that would just be another maybe reason to have an excuse or something.
Right.
But I think it just wasn't a very good game.
It is
for
an
us.
excuse.
It is an excuse. But we didn't connect it. We just wasn't our night, and things were kind of all over the place that night. So, but that's what's great about Saturday is that you get less than 24 hours.
Right.
You can get that back, right the ship, and get back at it.
And you made a good point. The distance between the dots is the same regardless of where you're playing, and that's
Yes.
where you want to be.
And that's
the dots and in,
that's
right?
the prime real estate
Yeah.
out there, that you want to get inside the dots to be on attacks, and you want to defend that inside the dots like dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
When you played, did you have a preference? There were probably more Olympic rinks when you played.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So was that something, did you enjoy, not saying there's any difference, from one or the other, but did you like having that extra space there?
I personally liked
Yeah.
having that
Yes.
extra space, the way I wanted to play and the way I did play. So it was nice to have it a little bit extra space out there.
Because you had that at CC, right?
Be a defenseman, yeah.
Yep.
And was able to manipulate plays that maybe weren't there because the boards would have been there. But either way, though, you still got to get inside, and you can just build maybe more speed from the outside in a little bit. But yeah, it's not that much of a difference, I don't think, and it takes maybe a little bit of warm-ups, or if you're lucky enough to have a practice before, then you get used to it, and off you go.
All right, one more segment here with assistant coach R.J. Enga. Here the Huskies coming off the road games on the road this upcoming week, heading to Oxford, Ohio, and the much-improved Miami Redhawks off to their best start in a long time. They just got done playing at Western Michigan, battled against the Broncos in tough-to-play Lawson Arena, and now they'll be hosting the Huskies this weekend, so we'll have that for you. And again, Austin Bernovic and Finn Loftus will be our player guest coming up here shortly. From the Kelly Inn stateroom adjacent to the Green Mill, it's the Brett Larson Show, and this is Huskies Hockey from Learfield.
Yeah.
CentraCare M Physicians Orthopedics has sports medicine experts to support you, whatever your game. Whether you're trying to push harder, run faster, or achieve that personal best, our sports medicine team has the expertise you need. CentraCare M Physicians Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for St. Cloud State Athletics.
Why do we gather for the holidays? We gather because, in the blur of life, we often take our blessings for granted, distracted by the noise and our own interests. We gather to slow down, and reflect on what truly matters, our loved ones, and cherishing the simple moments of joy. We gather to choose gratitude. Have a blessed gathering this Thanksgiving from all of us at Shields.
When you need someone to listen.
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the number one cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving. And cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse Nacho, Ellsworth Cheese Curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways. Green Mill.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Brett Larson Show, happy holidays. We are less than 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. RJ Enga is with us here. Team has the Thanksgiving week off. You have any plans? Small gathering.
Yeah, definitely a small gathering, and then it's going to be
Right.
off to the road to watch.
Refresh our memories. Where do you hail from again? You're up in Canada somewhere, aren't you?
No.
Who am I thinking of? We don't have any Canadians on our staff. Well, it was Dave Shyak, Schick.
Yeah, the Schick Shack.
Schick was from
Schicker,
north of the border. That's
Schicker
right.
is Canadian, and I claim Colorado.
Right.
But I was born in Germany.
That's
and
right.
I lived there for 8 years, and then we moved to the U.S. So
You had a military family.
military
Yes.
dad, and so
You're following the footsteps of Elvis.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely. But yeah, it was 8 years. I started school and everything there.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is of French Canadian descent.
Okay.
And so I'm just kind of I'm all over the place.
Right.
But Colorado is kind of what I just I claim that.
That's where you went to school.
Went to school, and
Yeah.
then I went to prep school at 15.
And you went to Culver Academy.
Culver Academy.
Nolan
Culver
Walker
Military-
was,
yeah,
and we had
Nolan
somebody
Walker.
else that went. We played somebody
Yeah.
who was a Culver Academy kid. I can't
Culver
remember.
guys, and that was my sophomore, junior, senior year of high school, and then went to college after that.
That's
But, yeah.
right. How long were you in Germany? And do you speak fluent German?
Yeah, ich spreche Deutsch.
Okay, all right.
And,
Anybody in here know what that means?
and
Anyway,
I speak
all right, there we go.
German,
We
yeah.
got a few people
Du
who
auch?
speak German.
Sprichst du Deutsch oder nicht? Ja, ich auch. Ich war in Bitburg geboren. Oh, Nürnberg. Ja.
All right, we will translate
super.
that. Let's turn
Nürnberg
on.
is eine große Stadt. It's kind of a bigger city.
I'm gonna have to
than
turn
where
on
I
the
was
universal
born. Yeah.
translator here.
Yeah.
But that's
so that
kinda
is
cool.
my
That's
that,
cool.
Das ist mein erste Sprache. So that's my first language actually officially.
Okay.
And and then English, and then French.
So could you get away saying something salty to the officials in German? You just have to make sure that,
Jim,
just make sure that they're not also German.
I'm fresh off like a hiatus here.
Well,
on the coach's
yes,
show.
exactly,
So
yeah, that's right.
There'll be none
a
of that.
temporary hiatus
That's
here
right.
on the
That's
Brett
right.
Larson
So,
show as well.
Doesn't matter what language, I'm just not going to say anything.
That's right. Avoid any conflict anywhere and play it completely safe. That's probably the best medicine there, best way to go, best approach and method. Let's talk about Miami now. And again, they're off to a really nice start, best start in a long time for the Miami Redhawks. And their new head coach is, they have 21 newcomers. So what's your roster, 28, 29? That means they got 21 new guys that weren't with them last year. So, I mean, that's got to be tough for the coach just to simulate everybody in, and they're all coming from different directions and different sources, juniors, Canadian Hockey League, transfers. I mean, you got to throw them in there, mix them up, and then throw them out on the ice, and they've had good results here so far.
Yeah, they have. They're a good team. Watched some video on them last couple days, and yeah, they are definitely much improved, and they have some speed, some skill, and some size. Like they're a good team. And there's no doubt about it. So, but we'll be prepared, and we'll get the guys ready, and we'll make the trip.
They've got the goaltender, Mateo Drobak, who is a new player, and he's doing a good job. And then it seems
he's
like
played every game.
Yes, he's played every minute of every game, so he has been their workhorse.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like they went out and got some transfers and bolstered their defensive core too, which is always a good place to start, right? You start at the blue line.
No doubt. You start in net, and then obviously D, and then centers, and I mean, yeah, it's a much improved team, like I said, and they've got some good skill, and they make plays. We watched video the last couple of days, so watching, in all areas, the 5-on-5 play in each zone, each system, and then certainly special teams are going to be important.
And then some of the fans were asking, and you guys are busing to and from.
That's
so
true.
Plenty of time for more video or watch some of your favorite movies on what's probably a 13-hour bus ride back and forth. But it's nice. You guys are going to have two buses, so you have a staff bus, and then you'll have a player bus. Well, sorry that I can't join you. I'd love to be on that staff bus. That'd be fun times. But I just couldn't give up my Wednesday at my other job. I was just I'm just too committed to my other job to give up a day.
Yeah,
so.
no, I get it. We're excited that it's fun to do that and get on the road, and it's so different now. I don't know. I won't be on the player bus. But like guys now, like we used to, the captains or whoever would put the movie up, and it would be, everybody mass watches the movie, whatever movie's on there. And, like in junior, a lot of Dumb and Dumber, a lot of, the classics.
And then the hockey movie, Slapshot, Miracle.
But it's just like, and you watch them like almost every trip. So you've seen it 13 times, but you still watch it and you laugh. So I don't know.
No.
Anyway, but nowadays kids, they have like their own.
Yeah, they watch it on their laptop or on their phone.
Their laptop, their phone, their headphone. So it's just a little different that way. But or they play like games with each other. Like they sit like just like 2 meters away from each other, and they're playing games. But so anyway.
Any way to pass the time.
It's just it passes time. I can't remember the name of the game. Bernie will tell you when he gets up here that the guys play, and they I don't know.
Mafia.
They do that, but there's some like game that they play that they don't.
It's on the phone?
Yeah, it's on the phone, but I don't understand because they press something and then the thing just kind of the game plays. It's like by itself. Like they don't like.
So you just watch it.
They
you're not
attack
actually
some
playing
village, but they're not really doing anything.
What did the
they
villagers
just watch
do?
it. I don't
Why
know.
are they attacking a village?
Those guys will have to explain
What's going on
when
there?
they get up here. They know the game.
And RJ, I found out here over just chatting and doing non at the rink stuff like team dinners and stuff. You know your movies. You know your movies and your movie quotes and stuff like that. I like to think that I know a lot of them as well, but you are very good. Where did that come from? Just watching movies, playing, riding on buses, and.
Jim, you know what? I'm getting up there in age, but
you're younger than me.
So a lot of my adult life I have spent on buses.
Yeah.
And I have watched so many movies, like I said, and some of them over and over
Right.
and over again, that I like. Movie lines are a thing, and it's kind of a thing with my family. So we get together, we can almost have like a full conversation only in movie lines,
Right.
like just movie line after movie, and we all get it, and
Yeah.
we know it, and we laugh.
yeah.
And if you're not in our little family circle, then you have no
Yeah,
idea.
everybody just looking around.
What
Yeah,
is
exactly.
what are these guys talking about?
So what is your favorite all-time
Huh.
movie quote, if you were to throw one out?
Movie quote?
Yeah, or a movie line.
Gosh, there's so many. I'm not really sure.
See, mine is from Major League. It's Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker, yeah.
And
Is it the one where he's
Charlie Sheen is throwing the wild thing.
Okay.
And it's just a bit outside.
Oh, yeah. Ball four.
Yeah, ball four. Ball eight.
Ball
How
12.
are they? How are they?
Yeah,
how are
laying
they-
out pitches
yeah,
so close.
How are they laying
Yeah,
out pitches
yeah.
so close? That is my favorite.
Yeah,
of all
Major
time.
League
That's
is a
my
really good
number
movie
one.
line movie. There's a lot of good one-liners from that movie, but I don't know. I would go back to probably some Chevy Chase.
Oh, sure.
Like movie lines that he had back in the day,
Yeah.
like Family Vacation. Or
Fletch.
Fletch.
Oh,
Fletch
gosh.
is one of the best.
Oh, gosh,
like
yes.
one of the best.
All right.
Anyway.
That's good. All
these
right.
guys, like if Bernie and those guys, like Finn, they don't even know. They don't even
know those
seen
movies.
Fletch.
No.
Yeah, like that's not like what's Fletch?
Right. Well,
it's crazy to think.
What you need to do is you force them to watch it on the bus.
There's no way they're going to.
No, it's never happening.
Never.
All right, RJ, we will
Jim,
see
good
you
to
in
be- good to see
Hamilton
you.
and Oxford,
Good to be here.
Ohio here this weekend with the Huskies going to take on the Miami Redhawks. Only time they play Miami, did not travel there last year, taking on Miami coming up this weekend. And, of course, I'll have the call of those games on KNSI and the Varsity Network app. We will take one more time out here. We got a couple more breaks for you, but after the next one, we'll get our player guests on, Finn Loftus and Austin Bernovic, so don't go anywhere. This is the Brett Larson Show from Learfield.
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse Nacho, Ellsworth Cheese Curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways. Green Mill. When you need someone to listen.
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the number one cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving, and cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
The holidays are here, and we've got your shopping list covered. Give a gift that's thoughtful, practical, and always appreciated. A Quick Trip gift card. Whether it's for family, friends, babysitters, coworkers, anyone on your list, gift cards are the ultimate holiday hack. Coffee, treats, fuel, groceries. Gift cards are great for anything. No guessing sizes, no wrapping stress, just simple, joyful giving. Purchase in-store or online now at quicktrip.com/shop. Quick Trip, where convenience meets holiday cheer.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Looking for a college that feels like home and opens doors? Welcome to St. Cloud State, where Huskies come from all walks of life to chase big dreams. From small town Minnesota to across the globe, SCSU is a place where everyone belongs. Whether you're into esports, student orgs, or cheering at D1 hockey games, there's always something happening on campus. And the best part? It's affordable, so you can focus on your future not your finances. Come see it for yourself. Schedule your campus tour at St. Cloud State University, the home of the Huskies. Let's go Huskies!
Wiley, Bernovic, top of the near circle. A little bit past Hall, tried to feed it down on the post. Bernovic, Ingram, drop pass Wiley, near side. Bernovic, one-timer, and he scores! Bernovic with the patented one-timer. Power play goal, 3-1 Huskies. That, I think, was the Bemidji game. We have Austin Bernovic with us along with Finn Loftus. Of course, Austin, a sophomore in his second year with the Huskies, and Finn, his first year, the transfer from Maine. UMass, that's it. I knew it was off east. Yeah, I told you I can't remember anything. But that was the Bemidji State game, and you remember that, Austin. Was that your first goal of the season? No, probably against you scored against St. Thomas, yeah, because you started just on an absolute hot streak. So Austin, just kind of give us a thought on your season here so far. It's been pretty fun, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think we're going to be having a lot more fun moving forward. I think as a group, as we figure some stuff out, we're going to be in a good spot moving forward.
Finn, what have your thoughts have been about coming here to St. Cloud from UMass after being there 1 year?
Yeah, it's been a good transition for me. We got a lot of really good guys on this team, so it's been a lot of fun so far, and hopefully in the future you can get some more wins and have some more fun.
So I mentioned it earlier with RJ as we previewed the second half of the show. A couple of Anoka County guys, born and raised.
That's right.
Blaine, right? Was your address Blaine?
I was born in Elk River, and then I moved to Blaine.
Okay.
Yep.
And your dad was an assistant coach.
Yeah.
At Elk River for the Elks. Was he under Tony Sarsland?
Yeah, he was.
Or Gordy Roberts, yeah. So it would have been Tony Sarsland. And they had a lot of success back in that. Was your dad coaching for them when they were making those state tournament runs in the early 2000s?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got a state championship ring. He's not shy to tell you
Was
about.
that 2001? What year? No, 04.
I think it was.
See, I can't remember.
I think it was 01.
Blaine won in one of those years too, 2000 or 2001.
Yeah.
So you grew up. How many years were you in Elk River, Finn?
10 years.
10 years. So then you moved to Blaine.
Yep.
And then you started playing in the Blaine system. Mm-hmm. Your address growing up was Ham Lake.
Yep.
Were you there from birth?
Yep.
That's where your family was when you were born, Austin. And then you went to Totino Grace.
That's right.
So was that always something you wanted to do? Play for a private school?
Not
Do you remember that
necessarily,
decision
no,
for your family to go to Totino Grace? And they've always on the Class A side of things. They had some nice runs of some state tournament teams and good competitive hockey there too. And Fridley wasn't that far from your house. I mean, it was a really, really easy drive just down 65, wasn't it, to get to TG?
Yeah, it was close. It was a family decision for sure, and I think I was happy with the way it worked out, and it was a good school. Got to know a lot of new people, and my friends from Blaine were still my friends.
Right.
So I think it was a good decision.
So, did you guys know each other growing up? Did you guys play youth hockey on the same team? Finn?
Yeah, I think we played Pee Wee AA 1 year together, and then I don't think we played Bantams together.
Okay.
I played high school my freshman year,
Right.
so that would have been
So
the
you
last
moved up from you skipped Bantams and went right to the high school. You were on one of the teams that went to the state tournament.
Yeah.
With Bryce Brodzinski and Coach Chris. What was his name again?
Chris Carroll.
Chris Carroll was a great guy. Worked with him some at Blaine. What year were you? The year you guys went to the state hockey tournament?
Freshman.
That was your freshman year.
Yeah.
So you got a shift during the state tournament?
Yeah, I
Was
did.
that the game against White Bear Lake? What game? What was? Remind me who you guys played in the quarterfinals.
Eden Prairie.
Eden Prairie. That was it.
Yeah, we played White Bear Lake, Eden Prairie, and then St. Thomas in the third place game.
Okay. So you lost to White Bear Lake.
Beat White Bear Lake.
Yes, of course. White Bear Lake's never won a quarterfinal game, which is kind of hard to believe the number of times they've been there. That's right. You guys made it into the semifinals.
Yep, lost Eden Prairie.
I was there. I called the games, but again, I can't remember. Just too many games. They all run together. I got to be honest. What was that like?
It was a cool
Just being
experience.
a part of that.
Yeah.
18,000 there for high school hockey.
Yeah, for sure the most people I've ever played in front of, so that was a cool experience just to be a part of that run with
But as
that
a
team.
freshman,
Yeah. Yeah, we had a really good group.
Yeah, Bryce Brodzinski, what year was he that year?
Senior.
He was a senior,
Yeah,
okay. So did you guys know, obviously the Brodzinskis, with all the brothers that came through, obviously Johnny here and Easton, and then there was Michael, and then Bryce at the as the last one. Did you guys know them? And obviously they ran the hockey shop there too at the Schwann Super Rink as well. Finn.
Yeah, our dads were pretty close buddies, so I got to watch them a lot growing up and going to the high school games, so I got to know them all. And then obviously playing with Bryce, got a little closer with him.
Right.
But we skate with them in the summer sometimes too, so it's good to get to know those guys and be around them.
Right. And Austin, what about you?
Yeah, just from skating time to time, seeing them around in the summer, and it's pure hockey now, but it used to be
Hockey Central. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Mike Brodzinski had that still has that same shooting room in the back, and that's where I learned to shoot. He would teach me back there, and we'd learn how to shoot.
So the credit for your slap shot and your one-timer from the dot on the power play, that goes to former Husky captain Mike Brodzinski?
No, Mike never taught me how to take slap
okay.
shots. It's all just the snapshots. So you can take credit for those ones.
Okay, all right. But you were in his facility though, learning those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was, the other thing is that the two Brodzinski, who was it? Was it Mike and Steve? Was Steve the other one that also played for the Huskies, and they were both captains? And now we've got Grant Ashan, who, with, of course, his brother Jack Ashan. Those are the only other two sets of brothers that have been captains here during the Huskies and during the Huskies' time, which is, I think, really kind of a cool thing. Finn, your real name is Finnegan, right?
Yeah.
Where does that name come from? Is it an Irish?
Yeah, it's an Irish name.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. Was it a family name?
No, it wasn't.
No? So do you like Finnegan, or how long have you been Finn? Was there at some point in time that you were Finnegan like in elementary school, then you got to 5th grade and you go, you know what, I'm a man now, I'm Finn?
No, it was always Finn. I didn't like it growing up because it was different, but now I like it because it's different.
So you're okay on the broadcast because I have mentioned it a couple times that your real name was Finnegan because I think it's cool.
Yeah.
You're okay if I do that?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it all the time because when you're on the air and you're calling a game, you want to have nice short. You don't want to have too many syllables. So Finn, again, is 3 syllables. Finn is just 1. So obviously, an economy of words, you'd go with Finn more often. But every now and then, you're okay if I mix a Finnegan in there. If you score a goal, I think we'll get a big Finnegan in there. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, it's good to have options, and hopefully you hear that one soon.
Finnegan, maybe something like that. Let's have a Finnegan. That sounds like something you would have, like a nice little beverage or something. Let's all have a Finnegan together.
Yeah,
right.
Hopefully this weekend.
Austin, your career after you were at Totino Grace, you went juniors, you went national development team program, and then to Madison, and then here to St. Cloud. You kind of had, kind of a weave through various things here as you went through, and it sounds like that made you a better player, better person to go through maybe some adversity there in Michigan with the national team development. And then you went to Madison and you just tore it up.
Yeah, I think my high school to junior experience, being on different teams, I was on technically 3 different teams in my junior career, and you're playing for different coaches, you're playing with different guys, and I think that just has helped me in the long run for sure.
Finn, what is Eastern hockey like? I asked you this when we did the intermission interview, a more shorter form 3-minute interview up at Duluth a few games ago. I asked you about the difference. You obviously grew up here playing hockey in the Midwest in Minnesota. What is it like out east? Is it are the fans the same? Is it a little different attitude? I kind of get the thing when you go to Boston that they've got a little different attitude over there. It's Boston and New York, and they've got a little different way of doing things out there, and you park the car and all that other stuff that that kind of goes with it. And obviously that's very cliched. But was the hockey different? Was there kind of a different atmosphere around hockey as there is in the Midwest? And there has been a rivalry, Minnesota and New England, for years and years. It goes all the way back to the 70s and all the way back. If you've watched Miracle, you see it right there. There's an example of it right there, the rivalry between the Midwest, especially University of Minnesota, and then the Boston guys especially. But what was your experience of playing out east?
Yeah, I was in Massachusetts, and I'd say they're just as passionate about their hockey as we are in Minnesota. I mean, Boston, they for sure have their accents like us Minnesotans do.
Right,
so.
yeah, just a different accent, exactly.
Yeah,
they're probably saying the same thing about us. We do the "pak the ka" thing, and they're probably talking about how we say bags and about and all this other stuff and various other things.
Yeah.
How were you welcomed over there?
I'd say I was welcomed pretty well. We had a really good group there.
Right.
I mean,
it was a hard time. It was hard for you. I mean, you were a great defenseman coming in. It was hard for you to get minutes, wasn't it? Because they had a pretty deep blue line and D-core.
yeah, we had a pretty experienced D-core, and then we also had a couple high-end draft picks coming in with me, so didn't get the amount of minutes I had, but I had a great experience there.
And when it came to the transfer here to St. Cloud, did you talk to some of your buddies from Blaine? And how about Jack Ryman? We haven't mentioned him. He's from Blaine and Ham Lake. He's probably somebody you were familiar with as well. They were already here in St. Cloud. Are those guys that, kind of conferred in?
Yeah, I'd say I talked to Bernie a little bit. I talked to Jack a lot, and those were kind of guys I leaned on and had to trust in that process.
Bernie, what kind of things did you say then? Obviously, you're talking to Finn. You're kind of being a recruiter, but then you're probably also telling the coaches some inside information about your former teammate too.
I think by the time I kind of caught wind of it, they were already recruiting him. It was more of a Finn, you got to get here, man. It was
Come on, Finn, we need you. We could use you.
Yeah, so coaches knew him and were recruiting him, and I think it was more just needed a little push from the players, hey?
Yeah, that's right. I like the A. And then Finn, you were originally recruited by St. Cloud State, right? A little bit?
Yeah.
Before you went to UMass?
Yeah, I was throughout high school, and then throughout junior too. I talked to a couple of the coaches, Schick and Arge when he was here.
Yep, but you chose UMass over the Huskies at that point in time, and then it kind of comes all full circle, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, it worked out for the best.
Yeah, it is. We need to tell people, I had lunch with your grandma.
You did,
this summer.
That's right. She made sure to send me the selfie. She's probably watching at home.
Yeah,
hi.
It was a place in Maple Grove called Sundance. My other radio job, I do every other Wednesday show out there, and all of a sudden, somebody from the patio comes in. Are you Jim Erickson? Your voice sounds familiar. And she says, yes. And she says she's Austin Bernovich's grandma. And it was kind of, it's fun to talk to the grandmothers. Very supportive, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, biggest supporter for sure.
She's the one who taught you the slap shot one-timer.
Yeah.
Not Mike Brodzinski.
She can have the credit.
We'll give her the credit for that. All right, we got Finn Loftus and we got Austin Bernovich. We'll do one more segment here with these guys from how do you like being in the state room?
Good.
It is good. It is. It's very stately. It feels like we're royalty here. We got a couple of Royal Husky players here with us, Finn Loftus and Austin Bernovich. We'll come back after this. More for you on the way on the Brett Larson Show.
Roto-Rooter is the original sewer and drain cleaning company. Our founder invented the first electric drain cleaning machine in 1935. Not all rooter companies are the same. Roto-Rooter is the best choice for plumbing, drain cleaning, and pipe repairs. When water isn't going down the drain like it's supposed to, call the experts at Roto-Rooter at 1-800-GET-ROTO.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Great apps and 27 taps. That's what you'll find at the Green Mill St. Cloud. Come on down to the mill and enjoy happy hour Sunday through Thursday from 3 to 6 with $1 off all taps and specials on rail drinks and wine. Plus, save $2 on select appetizers, Millhouse Nacho, Ellsworth Cheese Curd, and $8.99 personal 2-topping pizza. Always a great place to watch the game. Pizza, pasta, beer, and wings. Great apps and 27 taps. Come on down to the mill.
So good, so many ways. Green Mill.
At St. Cloud State University, athletics are more than just games. They're an essential part of the Husky experience. From D1 hockey games to championship-winning wrestling, volleyball, and more, there's Husky pride in every corner of campus. Whether you're on the field, in the stands, or cheering from the student section, you're a part of something big. And the best part? SCSU is close to home, affordable, and packed with community that's got your back, in class and on the court. Come see what it means to be a Husky. Schedule your campus tour today at St. Cloud State University, the home of the Huskies.
When you need someone to listen.
It's fall, and that means teenagers are on the road commuting to and from school. Sure, fiddling around with your radio or phone picking the next song is distracting and dangerous, but the #1 cause of teenage accidents in the United States is texting and driving. In fact, recent studies found that 1 out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving, and cell phone use is highest among young drivers aged 16 to 24, putting them at an all-time risk. 3,500 teens die each year from texting and driving. That's 11 teens each day. Parents, talk to your children, and most of all, lead by example. They're listening and watching you. It's simple, really. Don't drive intoxicated. Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw & Bryant. I hope you're never injured in an accident, but if you are, don't sign anything until you've talked to us.
Find Bradshaw & Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
The holidays are here, and we've got your shopping list covered. Give a gift that's thoughtful, practical, and always appreciated. A Quick Trip gift card. Whether it's for family, friends, babysitters, coworkers, anyone on your list, gift cards are the ultimate holiday hack. Coffee, treats, fuel, groceries. Gift cards are great for anything. No guessing sizes, no wrapping stress, just simple, joyful giving. Purchase in-store or online now at quicktrip.com/shop. Quick Trip, where convenience meets holiday cheer.
Gross jumping in. Reiner straight away. Up to Loftus. And he does his Austin Bernadette impersonation. Finn Loftus gets the goal. His first Husky goal and his first career goal for the Blaine native. 4-0.
Oh, everybody felt that one. What a relief for
Gino, he was excited, certainly, for that one. That was Finn Loftus's first Husky goal. What game was that? That was against Alaska Anchorage, wasn't it, Finn?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And I said you did your Austin Bernadette impersonation.
Yeah.
You were there on the dot, one-time shot. I had to go, who is that? That's Finn Loftus on the one-time shot. So you got inspiration on that one from your old youth hockey teammate, huh?
Yeah, we were laughing about that one after.
It was pretty good. Now, I noticed you took the monkey off your back at St. Thomas. Didn't you go into the bench?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt it was time. And
Yeah. Well, you've got high standards, Austin. I know because you're scoring at a high pace. Obviously, one of the top scorers in the country. Where is he? Is he tied for second right now? Is he... Yeah, tied for second. That's pretty good. The goals have been coming for you. So you have high standards. You go 2 games without scoring a goal. Your goal is to score every game, isn't it, Austin? If it comes, if it happens, I guess, right?
Yeah, I expect a lot on myself, and I think in that moment there, I think it was kind of just heat of the moment, and yeah, it was fired up. It was a big goal.
Yeah. Well, it was off to a good start. Unfortunately, that was the only goal for the club on Tuesday. Finn, what did you think about playing on Tuesday? I mean, was that kind of weird? Is that something that you guys did at all when you were out east?
No, it's not something we did, especially after 2 games on the weekend. But just like in pro hockey, like they play during the week, so you got to get used to it.
Right. What about in juniors, Austin? You guys play on Tuesday much?
I think we had maybe a makeup game on Tuesday,
Okay.
but you're playing 3-3s, so it's a little different in juniors. But
Your skating has improved a lot. Tell the fans how much you worked on your skating this past year. Both you and Barrett Hall, from what it sounds like, worked tremendously on your skating, Austin.
for sure, yeah, it was a big focus of my off season, and I'll give Katie McDonough a shout out right now. I skated with her a good amount of the summer, and I think over the past 5-6 years I've been with her, so I think that's a big reason as to why.
Did you partake in the Anaheim Ducks development camp this
did,
past
yeah.
summer? How did that go? Well, you did it last year, right? Now you had 1 year under your belt. Did you feel like that experience that you've had since then, your first one, and then a full year of NCAA hockey, that helped you, maybe open some eyes and perform pretty well during that camp?
For sure, yeah. I think, you're always being evaluated at development camp, but I think the way that they have it set up is great. It's a lot of development, it's a lot of power skating, a lot of skill work, and like other teams and camps will play games and 5-on-5 stuff like that. I think we just had one game at the end, and I think throughout the week it's a lot of just power skating and shooting and lifting. It's a development.
Did you get a lot of feedback from the coaches there as far as, obviously they would have taken notes last year, and then this year, get some notes on how well you've improved on your skating?
Yeah, I think it was noticeable for sure, which was good. But I think it's still something I need to get better at, and for me to get to the next level. But I think, throughout the year as well, like I'll do video with one of the player development guys, which is great to be able to watch some of that stuff that maybe isn't always showed in the team aspect of video, which I think is good. So that's another big resource that I'm thankful for.
Finn, RJ mentioned this game that you guys play on the bus. What is that game?
Mafia.
But what it was a video game. You said the Clans, Team of Clans or Clan?
It's Clash of Clans. Yeah.
Clash of Clans, okay, and that's an online. You get a bunch of guys on the team that play that. Finn, do you play that one too?
Yeah, I'm in on that one.
So is it actually how RJ said it, where you basically just sit and watch them fight, or is it something where you're kind of like the general or the commander, and you tell your guys how to fight, and then they go out there, and then you just sit and watch? How does that game work?
Yeah, I don't know if RJ fully knew what he was talking about for the game, but yeah,
put that one on a repeat reel, and we'll play that one back every night.
No, it's fun. On the long bus rides, we're doing anything we can to pass the time and do it together. Like I think we got pretty much everyone on the team in this group. It's called a clan, and we have fun.
So Austin, you have a younger brother, Braden, who made the varsity at Blaine High School. Finn, former Bengal, and Finn, you've told me that Blaine, the Bengals could be a team vying for the Section 5 AA championship this year. We could see them at Grand Casino Arena in the state tournament in March, huh?
Yeah, 100%. I think they've had a couple down years, but now I think they got a lot of skill and a lot of experience this year that they can build on.
And your brother Braden, is he a wing like you?
He is, yeah. Yep.
All right. Have you taught him your slap shot yet? He's working on it.
He on JV last year, he led the team in scoring, so I think that was big for him. So
very nice.
He's definitely a goal scorer, and hopefully he'll put a few in this year.
Can't wait to see him. Good luck to Braden. Finn, do you have any brothers or sisters that played hockey?
My brother played growing up a little bit, but and he stopped after high school.
Okay, all right. Are you guys looking forward to going on the road here? We haven't even left the state of Minnesota. When you think about it here, right? Our road games have been Bemidji, Duluth, and St. Thomas. So, Austin, are you kind of looking forward to being on the bus and then getting a few states away here, getting a true road trip here at this point in time of the season?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think especially, the road trip side of it. It's, we're all on the bus for 13 hours together, playing our games, watching our movies, and I think that's a big part of, college hockey, junior hockey as well. But it's fun, yeah. We're just being together for that amount of time, and yeah, it's fun.
And you did confirm your grandma is watching.
Grandma, yeah, she is watching.
Yes,
so.
hello, thank you.
Hey, Grandma.
Finn, road trips for you? You like road trips?
Yeah, those are some of the best memories, even going back to juniors, the long ones. You're with the boys all the time, cracking jokes.
Thanksgiving next week, your favorite Thanksgiving dish, other than turkey. Everybody loves the turkey, but what do you like other than turkey? Tough decision.
Yeah, mashed potatoes, rolls.
Gravy?
Yeah, gravy.
Gravy
too.
Austin, same question.
Pumpkin pie, for sure.
All right, pumpkin pie. He goes right to dessert. You got to love it. Way to go, Austin. Grandma's proud of you right now. I know it. Going right. Forget about everything. First thing, pumpkin pie right off. That's the appetizer. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Finn Loftus, Austin Bernovic. It's been a thrill watching you guys play here so far. We're still early in the season as the Huskies at 6-6 will look to improve at Miami coming up this weekend. Thanks everybody for coming out. We'll be back here in this room and the state room of the Kelly Inn and the Best Western coming up next week through December and into January as well. And don't forget, even though the Green Mill's going through the renovations, extensive renovations next door, they're still open. You can't come in and dine in, but they are open for delivery and curbside takeout. Brett Larson Show will return next week. Thanks, everybody, for being out here tonight. We've been listening and watching the Brett Larson Show, coming to you from Learfield.
On the Husky Sportsnet